the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, live opening round coverage of the Desert Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. What a start to the professional career. Victory week number 1 on the Korn Ferry Tour. Here we are, week number 2. Nota Begay III is with us. And Nota, what'd that tell you, that week 1 performance? What'd you see?
Well, the bottom line is what I saw was a player that was not afraid of the moment, that stood up and wanted to be accounted for with great shots and great decision making and benefited from a wonderful first start.
And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. Then he'll move to 3 under here. Just 1 shot off the lead. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you, and remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Big, high, sweeping draw right there. He loves that shot. He's going to like the outcome. A dead-on look here for birdie. Nah, that's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll stay at -3. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Knocked this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. Thirteenth hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. chance. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead in this opening round is all the way up to 3. So an ideal day one for our featured golfer. Already 3 shots clear of the field after 18 holes.
3 is so much difference, Rich. You can afford to make a little mini mistakes, so you can keep that in the back pocket. But just more importantly, this
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Eastern Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's live second-round coverage of the Desert Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So out to the action we go as we'll pick things up on the tee at the par 5 12th. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. That is a really good shot on him, too, on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is one where you just kind of got to get it going. There's not much in it at all. well short and not the best leave either. That's going to be a tough one for par.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain one shot back. Up next, another short par 4, 350-yard, 13th here at Wolf Creek. It is a dogleg to the right. Big hitters might be tempted to cut the dogleg and go for the green. But buyer beware. Miss right, your ball is gone. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And he's going to move within one of the lead here on this Friday. Fourteenth hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway Nota, this is second.
A 117 left to the hole. Coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row. That was the gap wedge. Coming in just a bit too far right, not how he drew it up.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
Okay, just a little right of the flag on the front portion of this green and a birdie putt coming up. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay at 11 under par. So an action-packed first 2 rounds and a packed leaderboard as well, with our featured golfer in a share of the lead after day 2.
So we can't separate them at this stage, but somebody, and I guarantee you somebody will play lights out in the weekend, and that will be the difference.
So that should just about do it for all of us at EA Sports. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From beautiful and rugged Mesquite, Nevada, live third-round coverage of the Desert Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Some good names up there, including our leader. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he's going to remain at 10 under. Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee?
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And where I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee, and it works out to perfection. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second with his par 4. So now this, right around 25 feet for birdie. Just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he's going to stay 2 back. Par 3 8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe put your 2 hands together, make a little prayer. You might make 2, but make 3 here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4. Fun hole for the big hitter too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the greenside bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here, and chance too to have a little birdie at the end of your front nine.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Well, safely on, but that's going to be a long way away. Going to have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back. I mean, this has been a captivating tournament so far. And our featured golfer, just a shot back heading into Sunday's final round. Is going to be exciting, Frank.
Certainly will be, Rich. One of the greatest players of all time, Ben Hogan, used to say, and I don't know why, I would rather be one behind than one in front.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. Today from Mesquite, Nevada, it's live final round coverage of the Desert Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, a number of folks in contention, including our leader. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. So with the victory in the debut professional event, and now in contention week number 2, notice seems to me like the pressure's off. Whatever happens, they're going to be in great position.
Yeah, going to be a nice, strong position from here moving forward. Still would like to improve on their position today, but it is lights out there on the Korn Ferry Tour. Every player's going for broke, trying to post the lowest score possible.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he moves to within 3 with 4 holes left to play. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital. But it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That had a pretty good line, very close to going in. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain at 14 under. Short par 4 16th hole measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And then before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Playing this one out to the left, trying to fade it back in.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
I know it's a second shot golf course, but what an iron shot. I don't care. That's the first, the last. That's a great shot.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And things are getting bunched at the top. He pulls to within one with 2 holes to go. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a 2-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that 3rd shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that 2nd shot on.
That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
From 17 feet, this for eagle. No. A great opportunity here for birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1 to 16 under par. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
And coming off the 2 straight birdies, this will be a little tougher as the tee shot is into the bunker. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his 2nd. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Chance now for another birdie. You betcha. Birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. And that's going to make this a final round, 66. Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich. And I think that to answer you simply, it's huge. But to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they chip in on the last? So you work just as hard, if not harder, for the second one. And then when that happens, you feel validated and you feel finally over the hump.
So that'll do it for